Hi, this is Cole Morris, your instructor, and let's just say today we're going to talk about security officer pay rates or wage rates. For this video, I'm referencing a survey that was conducted by Thinkurity.com. Now, Thinkurity.com is a firm that specializes in guard force management, and they turn out a pretty doggone impressive product. Their 2022 survey focuses on physical security trends, topics such as compensation, billing, recruitment, retention, emerging technologies, and these sorts of things. The data comes from 247 respondents from around the country, the United States. 247 respondents, and these include contract guarding firms in both the large category and even the small category. So they're getting a cross-section from these 247 respondents. Now, this survey will be of interest to anyone who's involved with physical security operations, and Thinkurity makes this survey available as a free download in a PDF format over at their website. So you might want to check that out. It covers a whole host of important data, and it's current. It deals with 2022, specifically the first half of 2022. So if you want to catch up and find out what people are paying, how they're paying, why they're paying that, the impact of COVID-19 on the entire industry, so on and so forth, you'll want to check that out. So without further ado, let's get after it. Okay, so let's start with this screen here. As we can see, the survey indicated that the most popular, the most common pay frame is between $13 and $18 per hour for an unarmed security officer. And just as importantly, this pay rate, this pay frame of $13 to $18 an hour was reported by almost 50% of the respondents to the survey. So it is quite common, and it's quite widely used, the $13 to $18 pay rate for security officers. Let's keep going. Okay, so it's not quite that simple. Simply $13 to $18 per hour is the national standard for an unarmed security officer. As we can see on this particular chart, 14% of the respondents paid differently, as well as another 14.5% paid differently. In fact, 14.5% of the respondents paid an average between $18.50 an hour and $23.50 an hour per unarmed guard hour. So keep that in mind. It's very, very specific. Now let's look at armed security officers. The survey found that armed guard pay rates average about 25% higher, with 28% of firms paying between $18.50 and $23.50 per hour. These are for armed security officers. 16% of the survey respondents are paying their armed security officers between $13 and $18 per hour. Another 30% of the respondents are compensating their officers $24 to $29 an hour, and a small minority of security providers provide a top range of $46 to $51 per hour for an armed security professional. So it's time to stick a fork in me. I'm done. As we can see, there's a lot of diversity, a lot of flexibility here with compensation rates for both unarmed and armed security officers. And this recent survey can shed a lot of light as to how that process works. It deals with COVID-19, deals with inflation, deals with the lack of workers. The list can go on and on and on. Rising crime rates, etc., etc., etc. Civil unrest, violence in the workplace, violence against school teachers, against doctors, against cashiers. It all plays a part in this world we live in. So with that said, if you're interested, go ahead and get that, download that from Thinkurity.com for the PDF full scope of the survey. In the meantime, if you like this, please hit like. If you like it a lot, hit subscribe and hang in there with me as we discover mastering security management. I'm Cole Morris, and thanks for your time, attention, and I'll see you around campus.